Imagine this. A child is born beside a sacred river in Africa. You see, the elders say, this child comes with memory. The child grows hearing stories of ancestors, learning that the earth is alive, that rivers carry spirits, and that dreams are messages, that a human being is not separate from nature. Then one day, strangers arrived. They carry books in one hand and power in the other. At first, they smile, but slowly the drums become evil. The ancestors become demons, and the sacred groups becomes darkness to them. And this child is taught to fear the very roots that once gave him identity. And within one generation, the people begin to forget who they truly are. But here is the disturbing part and the disturbing questions about this. Was this accidental or was it designed? Today, we are diving into one of the most controversial and disturbing subjects in African history. That which is alleged or seemed to be believed to be alleged letter of King Leopold II to missionaries in Africa. And while millions believed, it exposed the spiritual blueprint of colonization. Stay with me to the end, because this is bigger than history. This is about consciousness. Consciousness. You see, this is the letter that shocked Africa. For years, a document has circulated across Africa and the diaspora. It is called the letter from King Leopold II to the missionaries to Africa. The letter was said to have instructed missionaries to weaken African spirituality, disconnect Africans from their ancestral systems, and psychologically prepare the people for colonial control. Now, historians argue that the exact letter may not be authentic. But here is what makes this particular conversation we're having now powerful. Even if the document itself is disputed, the system it describes is undeniably happened. It is something that system actually happened, and nobody can dispute that one. I want us to look at history. Before lands were taken, identity was targeted. Before minerals were extracted, the mind was conquered. Why? Because a spiritually rooted people are difficult to control. African civilizations already have systems of morality, cosmology, medicine, astronomy, and spiritual science. And also, African civilization already had sacred governance long before the Europe arrived. Our ancestors understood energy. They understood balance. They understood the relationship between humanity, spirit, and nature. And colonial system understood something dangerous. And what is that? Colonial systems understood if Africans remain deeply connected to their spiritual identity, they will resist psychological domination. So the attack did not begin with chains. It began with perception. You need to understand this. The war against memory. Think deeply about this. How do you control a people permanently? How do you control a people permanently? Let it be known to you. Not merely by weapons, but by making them reject themselves. Want to control a people permanently? Make those people reject themselves. And when they reject themselves, the moment a people begin to see their own culture as inferior, their ancestors as evil, and their spirituality as primitive, their language as worthless, listen, the conquest is almost completed. And this strategy was not unique to Africa. It happened across the world. It happened to the indigenous Americans, to the Aboriginal peoples. To the native spiritual systems everywhere in the world. But Africa experienced it on a massive scale. Sacred shrines were destroyed. Traditional names were replaced. Spiritual symbols were demonized. Children were taught foreign histories while knowing almost nothing about their own civilization. And gradually, many Africans inherited spiritual confusion. A painful split emerged. Physically Africans, but mentally disconnected from African root. You see, this is why many people today, feel spiritually empty, even while surrounded by religion. Because deep inside these people, something ancient still calls to them. Not necessarily to reject other religions, but to reconnect with forgotten identity. And this is important. Reconnection is not hatred. Reconnection is remembrance. And you see, why this topic is very important today is this. Have you ever noticed what is happening globally right now? Young Africans and people of African descent are asking questions. Who are they before the colonial masters came? Who were we before colonization? What did our ancestors knew? What did they truly know before the advent or the arrival of the white? Why were African spiritual systems feared so much? Why do we fear what is ours? These are questions many ask. Why were certain traditions are gracefully erased? People are beginning to realize that colonization was not only practiced, it was psychological, spiritual, and cultural. It's not just colonization. It was psychological, manipulations, spiritual manipulations, and cultural distortion. So, and once you understand this, you begin to see why reclaiming your identity matters. Why do you fear what is yours? You see, reclaiming your identity as an African, as an Igbo person, as one from the root of your fathers, ancestors, matters so deeply because when a people lose spiritual confidence, they become easier to manipulate economically, politically, and mentally. This is why many African traditions emphasize knowing your chi. Do you know your chi? Have you known your chi? We emphasize on honoring ancestors, living in harmony with nature, and understanding your own destiny, because destiny are not the same. As you are not the same with another, as your fingerprints are not the same with other people, that is how your destiny is different from every other person, including the members of your family. Understanding your own destiny is very, very important. Do your deep after consultation reading in order to understand your own unique destiny and walk and flow with it, and your life will be sweeter than you can ever imagine. You see, a person who knows who they are internally cannot easily be controlled externally. And perhaps that is what, frightened the empires the most. They don't want you to know who you are. They don't want you to understand why you came, what you came to do, and holding so strong what your ancestors so much believe. Because what the African ancestors so much believed that helped them, that assisted them, was so powerful that saw them through, gave them long life, gave them wisdom, gave them unity, gave them love, gave them the mind of love, the mind of peace, the mind of oneness, the mind of Imewande, according to Igbo cosmology. Imewande is living together in communal life as one. You see, but let us, end with wisdom in this. This conversation should not become an excuse for hatred. It should become a doorway to awareness, to consciousness, because healing Africa will require more than anger. It will require remembrance, education, consciousness, and balance. So the goal is to recover wisdom that was buried. The goal, what we are doing, is to recover wisdom that was buried, to understand that African spirituality was never merely idol worship, as many were taught and as many were made to believe. African spirituality was never merely idol worship. We don't worship idols as Africans. You see, for many communities, African spirituality was a science of harmony between humanity, nature, spirit, and destiny. Just like in Igbo cosmology or Igbo spirituality, Odinala, we understand that African spirituality is a science of harmony between humanity, nature, spirit, and destiny. And maybe, just maybe, the greatest fear of all this oppressive system is an awakened people who remembers who they truly are. So, I leave you today with this great question. If an entire civilization was taught to fear its own roots, what happens? What happens the moment they begin to remember who they are again? I leave you with this question. Therefore, if this message spoke to you, type in your comment section down below. Type, we must remember. We must remember. Let it be a crusade. We must remember who we are. We must remember in the comment section down below. If you're an African watching this video, type in the comment section, we must remember. We must remember. Don't fail to type it, because that word, do what? It will awaken the consciousness of remembrance within you. Share this video with someone reconnecting to African identity and spirituality. And subscribe to our channel, ChiSovereign. For more deeper teachings on African consciousness, Chi alignment, ancestral wisdom, water spirituality and identity, and sacred traditions. You know why? Because the awakening has already begun. If you're just a new subscriber, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe and like this video to help other people to get this message. It's a very strong and powerful message, and it will help a whole lot to get it. Good. Let's work together as Africans and remember who we are. Returning to our chi, returning to who we are, returning to that which is our own, and our life will never, ever remain the same again as Africans. It's still your personal person, SAG Chief Dr. Mwachi Yamereza, bringing you this message at this moment. And also, you can send us a message on this WhatsApp handle 09017818674, 09017818674. We will help you to reconnect back to your root and have your entities of power, your chi, your ancestors, and all your forces that are here to guide you align properly with you, and your life will surely experience a great transformation, because returning to your roots is returning to your reign. Thank you.